Mrs. Anderson in the library here with another First Chapter Friday. Today's book is Kin, Rooted in Hope by Carole Boston Weatherford. This is a 2024 Coretta Scott King Award honour book, and it is historical fiction, YA. It's written in verse, and it captures voices ranging from Carole Boston Weatherford's to her own ancestors, to Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, even to the anthropomorphized voice of a plantation house and the land that surrounds it. And it is illustrated by the author's son, Geoffrey Boston Weatherford, with really, really interesting and original, stylish illustrations throughout the book that are enjoyable to study. This is a portrait in poetry of a black family's history of enslavement and freedom, and it's really enhanced by the illustrations in the book and the style and design of the book. I'm going to read the first poem in the book, but because this is poetry, it is relatively quick to read and dip in and out of, though it is quite a big book. Of Roots and Glory. Before Alex Haley's novel, Roots, proved otherwise, few black people thought it possible to trace ancestry beyond the cold heart of enslavement to the warm sun of Africa. Some dogged descendants dared the quest. But my teenage self was more concerned about the coming weekend than the past. I learned of Frederick Douglass in social studies, but I knew of only one enslaved ancestor, my great-great-grandfather, Philip Money, whose black and white oval portrait, notable for a bushy moustache, hung in the parlour of our century-old farmhouse. There I was grounded in rural villages, planted by long-gone relatives, now resting in church graveyards. Land memory sown in my searching soul. Glory, the film about the first black regiment in the Civil War, won Denzel Washington his first Academy Awards. Lord, I had no inkling that my own great-great-grandfather, Isaac Copper, served in the U.S. colored troops. What did a 19-year-old know? I knew, after 8 straight nights of Roots and more black faces than I'd ever seen on TV, that Alex Haley traced his ancestor, Kunta Kinte, from an Annapolis auction block and the 1767 voyage of the Lord Legionnaire to a tribe in the Gambia, West Africa. I could not pinpoint my ancestral origins. I did not know how many generations I would or could go back. I did not know what I might never know. But I knew that truth would be hard to come by. That's how the book begins. If you would like to check it out, of course it will be available in the library, and I'm happy to put it on hold for anybody else who wants to read it.